Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. In today's video, I'm once again taking a look at one of your designs that you recommended me in the comment section of one of my videos. And if you see something of yours shown on this channel, just leave me the name of the workshop item in the comment section below. For today we are looking at another land exploration vehicle, and this one is called the LRV-M1 Archer class scout vehicle, which is this lovely thing right here. So this comes equipped with two gatling turrets, we've got parachute hatches, we've got ore detectors, and we got a nice compact design that puts the armored plates to very good use. Pressing F10 and finding it in the spawn menu, there it is. This thing is 616 small blocks using the decorative block number 1 DLC pack. We got absolutely no information whatsoever on here, so we just give it a thumbs up. We'll move all the way around to the very front. There we go, my character can now bugger off and hopefully he won't fall down the mountainside because we are quite high up. Yes, we'll take a quick look around the outside, we'll drive it around for a bit, then see how it can handle the mountainside and if it can get down to the bottom or not. But at the very front, this is what we get. Front and center, we got ourselves our industrial cockpit to drive this thing around with some spotlights on the left and right hand side. Surrounding that, we got some lovely grey steel blocks just protecting up our internals. As we were to move around the side, what we're going to see is some armoured plates covering up some batteries. Along the side there we got our turret where we got one on both sides to make sure we are nice and protected from any kind of pesky drones. And right below our turret we do have a piston head just covering up our connection point for additional decoration. Moving all the way around towards the back, this is how we're going to dock this thing up, refuel it with ammo and whatever else you want to carry along. If you were to drop down and go underneath it, we can see how it's all been protected up around the edges, hiding up all those connection points and making it look very neat. Yes, we'll be able to see our piston heads that we saw earlier on the bottom of our turrets. This is the underneath, so we're nice and protected from any kind of lumps and bumps. And there is the cockpit at the front. If you were to move all the way up and above and look down, we've got an air vent to make sure we don't suffocate. Behind that we've got one of two parachute hatches, just in case something goes horribly wrong or some crazy driver sends us over a mountainside. Moving along towards the middle, we then got some merge blocks. We've got a large one and a smaller one, just in case you need it. And there is our ore detector, so we can go out and find any kind of precious resources, an antenna to make sure you can always find this, and then a beacon neatly tucked in on the side. Towards the back there is another parachute hatch, and there is the back where our connector is sitting. And that is a very brief look around the outside of the LRV-M1 Archer class scout vehicle. It's very compact and has everything you need to go out and explore in safety. I will just run the camera straight through here so you can see what's going on behind these steel blocks. So all the way inside there you can see the conveyors linking everything together. Over to here is our O2H2 generator. There is a lovely use of our conveyor frame to go across to our turret on the side. We were to come all the way through to here. Then come over to a conveyor block. There is our batteries at the front. There is our oxygen tank. Then going towards the front there is our parachute hatch. And over here is a small little gap, which I believe is another oxygen tank. Yes, it is. And there we go. So we've got a nice lot of stuff tucked away inside there, which is always very useful in survival mode. Now I can just grab hold of my character. We can walk all the way back over to this vehicle, hop inside, so we've got a few options to go through. So we've got two tabs on here. We'll start with number 1. So number 1 is going to be for our turrets on and off on the left and right hand side. Number 2 is for manual toggle for our parachute hatches, which are going to be very useful later on. Number 4 and number 5 is for our large and small merge blocks on top. Number 6 is for our gyroscope, so we can readjust the angle of this vehicle if we did a wonky jump. Number 8 is for our reactor on and off. Number 9 is for our battery on and off. Then over to tab number 2, we've got our antenna and beacon on and off, our ore detector and spotlights on and off. Come around like that and put our spotlights on. There we go. And then 8 and 9 is for our connector at the back there to lock and unlock it, and to turn it on and off. There we are with that. And with that all done and out of the way, we can now drive this thing around very carefully at the top of this mountain, because that is what we got and that is where we're going. Yes, this is what we get. How do we do when turning around? We are very, very safe because we've got that gyroscope on here, so there should be no risk whatsoever of this flipping over. We also have enough clearance underneath there to not damage this thing whatsoever, although the front cockpit could be a little bit of an issue if you were going up a much more steeper incline. We can just come around to here, we can start to climb this. We've got a nice lot of power behind this thing so we can charge all the way up. We can even come up to this bit. And I'm pretty sure that shouldn't have damaged anything. So here we go again, I've just pasted in a brand new one and we're going to continue down the mountainside. I'm not too sure why the cockpit got damaged while up there because I'm pretty sure that it didn't damage it at all. In fact, it wasn't even touching. So I'm just going to put it down to space engineers being space engineers and the hitbox being a little bit wonky. Going to come like this, we're going to do a little jump, we're going to get that cockpit nice and off the ground and we're going to get ourselves wedged right here. We're going to try and reverse this thing up. And there we go, we're going to start to come all the way down again, got myself free. I'm going to go nice and slow. And now comes the hard part of getting down the mountainside. There is a lot of spiky rocks right there. I'm not too sure this thing can get all the way down there because that will damage the cockpit. And there won't be any fault of the game or my driving. So we just come all the way around to here, see there's a nicer area to come down. I always hate this section in survival mode where you end up on top of a mountainside and you need to get down. You're carrying a lot of pressured cargo and you don't really want it to get damaged. So then you have to make a flying ship, come up there and rescue it and hope to hell that it can carry all the weight that you are carrying. Here we come all around here. That looks like a nice clear section all the way down. There we go. Now we're on a nice flat area. Lots of snow around here. Nothing should damage this whatsoever. We are getting a little bit close, but we'll make it a bit safer by tilting backwards. And that is why you want to have a gyroscope on your vehicle at all times. Because you never know when you're going to need to tilt it or adjust anything. And it will always save your vehicle at the end of the day. So here we go all the way down. We are nice and safe. Tilt that all the way back. And away we go. We want to avoid those types of rocks. They're the ones which will damage the cockpit. And there we go. I landed quite dodgily. And it's now going to start charging all the way down the mountainside at full speed. There we go. It's got spirit. I'll give it that. And, well, this is going to be an interesting one. We'll get a bit closer there. We'll go and follow it all the way around. It's doing a fantastic job. Yes, it did reveal that surprise projector on here, which wasn't mentioned anywhere. It didn't see any controls for a projector. That's always a nice thing to have to easily repair it up. Not too sure why it's projecting this part over here. It's got a little bit clangy. Yes, that is pretty much it for the LRV-M1 Archer Scout class vehicle. It's a fantastic, very compact land vehicle to go out and explore the world. You got that ore detector on there so you can find precious resources. And of course you got your turrets on the side so you're nice and protected. If of course it doesn't get somehow detached. So there'll be a link to it in the description below if you do wish to download and play around with it yourself. I recommend you do. And I'll be back with another video some point soon. What we're going to do is just follow that little ship wherever it's gone. And we're going to see how well this goes. It's going to fly off. And this will be the ending crash for the little vehicle. There it comes all the way down. Can't really follow it too well. And there we go. It didn't damage itself whatsoever. It just simply bounced. And it's going to make a run for it down the mountainside. And there we go. I'm pretty sure that cockpit survives. No, it did not. But down it goes. It's almost at the bottom. And just at the last step, it gets wedged and flips over. Anyway, I'm having a bit too much fun with this. So I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.